This week in Parliament, I attended the launch of the Commonwealth Games. I'm really delighted to be appointed one of the Vice Chairs, and I'm really looking forward to working with Ian Reid and his team, because this is an exciting time for Birmingham, but across the West Midlands region. One of the things in my shadow role as International Development Minister is working with those that are heading up the Games around Sustainable Development Goals. 1.5 billion viewers across the world will be watching the Games, and this is a great opportunity to showcase our responsibility here in the UK to the Sustainable Development Goals. This week I also attended the Bond Conference as part of my role as Shadow Minister for International Development. Bond do some great work in raising concerns on behalf of the aid sector here in the United Kingdom. So it was wonderful to attend some of the sessions and actually hear some of the concerns of those working in the sector and out in different parts of the world, helping those most in need, whether it's humanitarian assistance or development work. This week in Parliament, I was really delighted to meet with parents raising concerns around access to medicinal cannabis. There has been a letter written to Matt Hancock because despite the government taking the initiative to make this legal, nothing has actually happened. And it's really important when I hear from constituents in my constituency and the medical professionals, access to medicinal cannabis should be made available for all. This week in the Speaker's House, Results UK held World TB Day. I'm really delighted to have been part of this event because actually we have done so much to address tuberculosis and the deaths in the world, and it was wonderful to meet with different organisations that are working in the sector to commemorate our achievements on World TB Day. This week in Parliament, it was a great honour to attend Save the Children UK's campaign and meet with young people on World Yemen Day. I was really heartened to hear Year 12 students talk about how they have been raising the awareness of what's happening in Yemen in their schools, and how young people not only were not aware of the world's worst humanitarian crisis, but how young people really felt compelled to come forward and talk about how this is really impacting them. And their request to me as a politician, but to all politicians, was that we need to do more, and we need to ensure that we lift the blockades in Yemen so that aid reaches those most in need. This week in DFID Questions, I had the opportunity to raise the concerns of Cyclone Idai, which has caused widespread devastation across Mozambique, Zimbabwe and Malawi. I'm really pleased that DFID has pledged £6 million already in supporting the humanitarian crisis, but we know that when the country is going to rebuild itself, it faces an enormous challenge, and it's really important that we and many partners across the globe assist and support in the impact that climate change is having, affecting the world's most poorest. This week in the constituency, I visited George Dixon Academy, which is in my constituency. I was absolutely delighted to meet the 180 female students and have a question and answer session with them. It was absolutely brilliant, some of the questions that were asked, and a wonderful opportunity to engage more young people, our future leaders, into politics. I was delighted to attend Wylam Place in my constituency. Retirement homes are popping up everywhere in this constituency, and they're a great place for people who want to address loneliness but also want to live in a communal living environment. And it was really wonderful to spend an hour talking politics with so many vibrant people, and I really enjoyed the session, and I look forward to working with them and many other developments in this constituency where it's absolutely key that we need to have much more mixed housing dwellings to meet the growing needs, especially of the ageing population. This week I attended door knocking in North Edgbaston. It's really important that we hear from constituents, and so it's whenever I have an opportunity in the constituency, it's really important as your Member of Parliament to be able to visit the constituency whenever I get an opportunity when I'm here to listen to the diverse views. And this is something I will do throughout every single month and every single year that I am elected as your representative. Today I attended a meeting on the Velo route, the cycling event that we will be having here in the constituency on 19th of May. Many parts of the region have been affected, as many residents have rightly raised with me. The route has been changed, which means many residential areas are going to be impacted. Today I had an opportunity to raise my concerns with those managing the event, but also those from Council and Highways, to look at how we can mitigate the concerns that residents have, because many will not be able to leave their homes and will have to park elsewhere. And that was a really constructive and important meeting. I also attended the India-UK Healthcare Conference at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. It was a great opportunity to really talk about the huge challenges that the healthcare sector faces, especially with healthcare professionals. And here is a real opportunity to collaborate with India, to share knowledge, to collaborate with higher education institutions. But also India is going to be delivering through its Ayushman Bharat program to over 500 million Indians. And here is an opportunity for small businesses and businesses in our region to actually do business in India, but also learn and collaborate and look at different ways of innovating the healthcare sector.